All right, this is KaotiK Crypto, where tyranny is defied. Let's see what we got going on here with the markets. I was just checking out Ontology, which is one of my old cryptos that actually popped off towards the end here. Let's see if I still have it up. Yeah, it popped up. It's one of my, I guess ones I'm watching. Let's see. It's an interesting coin in that it released. It was at $10 top. It never really reached its last all-time high, but we're starting to kind of move right now, and it just retraced all the way down basically to previous resistance. If it makes support, then we're going to start running up. And what's nice about this one is it's 18% staking rewards on Exodus. And Exodus has been a really good wallet. I use that as well as Atomic, but Exodus honestly has been a better wallet as far as glitches go. Exodus is very smooth. It's a DeFi wallet that you can just download, and that way no one else has control over your crypto or keys. So you definitely don't want to leave your stuff on exchanges on the long term. Learned that the hard way with Voyager and Celsius, unfortunately. But yeah, Ontology is interesting. I'm not saying that's a great pick, but basically we've had a pretty rough day. We had a liquidation candle, 10% basically down for Bitcoin and Ethereum. It went down as far as like 40,600, I think, on Bitcoin. It could just be like a temporary liquidation hunt, then we'll move on back up. While these ETFs probably get ready to get approved and stuff like that. But this also could be a beginning of a larger correction, which a lot of us have been expecting. And part of the reasoning there is we've had bearish divergence on the weekly, on daily, I mean. Weekly somewhat to a degree too, but basically we've been making higher highs, we're making lower lows on our SI. Last time that happened was, it's happened two other times so far within this bull market. I want to say we're in a bull market now. But we might get a pretty nasty scare here, so we're going to investigate that. So basically we had, we had some bearish divergence here, and we ended up going down. It wasn't the best bearish divergence, but the main bearish divergence that I'm seeing is very similar to right here. We're kind of going sideways, trying to make higher highs. We're making lower lows on RSI, and then we had a big pop down. And that took us down the oversold territories, the daily RSI. Now we're looking like that's going to happen again, and that would kind of make a move, maybe we come up one more time and then fall down. So it'd be like, and then we'd like a big scoop, which would be really good. It'd be really healthy, and it would probably come down as far as this moving average, around 32, 33,000. I mean, it might be 36, 38,000. Sure, but just be ready for a pretty nasty correction, I think. So just have to be ready for this kind of thing. It might happen after the ETFs get announced, or it could happen before. There was FUD today about the ETFs not being approved or not going to be approved. Who knows one way or another? It doesn't really matter. The crypto market is starting. It's here. But, we have to understand that what happened in 2019 is, very similar. I mean, we're in 2024 now, but, it became 2020, and in January, February, March, we had a big dip down. It's like the dip down could happen, in the next month or two, and it could be pretty ugly. So just be ready for that. I mean, we might still be pretty positive, might be kind of range in this area. Maybe we go up a little bit more, but things are looking good now, but we have to be ready for this RSI dip. So beyond that, but we're looking at some really good buying opportunities. XRP looks really good. It's in a good accumulation area. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, XRP, I loaded up on XRP today, to some degree. I actually had my PIF position got liquidated. I don't know how that happened. Sometimes you really have to watch out with some of these liquidations. But yeah, Bitcoin went all the way down to 48 cents. That would have been a really nice catch. I doubt we're going to go lower than that. I mean, You might get some 55 cent, maybe 50 cent, maybe. I think we're in accumulation zone right now for XRP. I think the next move up, we're going to be going to $1 to $1.20, $1.80 this year, and I think it's going to be real exciting. And I think for the most part, unless crypto really goes crazy in 2024, I think we're going to have a pretty solid year for sure. But we don't want it to go too crazy because then it'll affect us in 2025. We want to be able to hold into the crypto bull in 2025. Like, if we start going too crazy, you don't want to probably get out of the markets in 2024 by the end. And I'm really hoping that that's not going to be the case. So we really need a cool off right now. We need like a 2 or 3 month cool off before the halving. And that's what I'm kind of hoping for. And if we do have like just a crazy blow off top, anticipation of the ETFs, it's going to make me a little bit worried about where we're at in the cycle. But so far, it's all kind of playing out. But yeah, XRP I think it's going to be a good play. I think a lot of coins are retracing. Algorand is still coming down to 15 cents or so. We'll go down the list real quick, and then I'll talk about what I'm kind of starting to really look at as ecosystems. But for now, let's just talk about some of these altcoins. Cardano could come down minimally 46 cents. It could come all the way down to like 30 cents. So just be ready for that. It looks good though. I think Atomic is pretty much. It could come down to $8 again. It's a good coin. You can get. I think the rewards have reduced on Exodus. It's 15%, and which is pretty similar to Coinbase 12, 10 or 11, 12%. So yeah, might as well stake these things and get some free crypto while you're supporting the ecosystem, right? I'm kind of curious. Bitcoin dominance. I wonder if we get another pop up. I'm not too sure. So I'll check one more thing. Yeah, the Dixie did have a big pop up. US dollar might get a little more strength here shortly. Oh yeah, CRO token could come down to 7 cents, but actually it's kind of consolidating, so we might be getting another move up here shortly. DOT, I already got kind of bought up. We've already kind of retraced with DOT. So DOT will probably go sideways. Engine coin probably sideways, maybe a little bit better of a deal, but a lot of these altcoins are still in their kind of accumulation zones. We'll see if we can find a good one that might go down a lot, get a better deal. Filecoin's probably going to stay in this zone. Again, you might be able to get some better zones, but to get buying opportunities, but you're best off dollar cost averaging. Set buys and weekly or monthly or whatever. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just me talking on the internet, right? I'm just a guy talking about what I do, really, and what has worked for me. Filecoin doesn't really. Gala might go down a little lower, but we're kind of at a good, territory here. I think this is going to go to $1 or at 2 cents. It could go to $2 or $3. It could be pretty exciting. ICP might get a bit of a retracement. We're very oversold on the weekly. So a retracement down to $5 even. It could get lovely. $8 to $5, $10 minimally. It's at 14 now. Now we could also pop up like crazy, but I think this might be the early run, because similar to Solana though. Like Solana was a crazy one, and this could be starting to be a Solana. So just I think it's going to come back for vengeance after the FTX ordeal. Link, I think $12 for sure. It could come all the way down to 9 into this zone right here, but it's going to be interesting to see if it accumulates there. But there was a lot of resistance down here, and it hasn't really retested it. So it's $9, $10 is probably going to be a place to accumulate Link. It just looks too. At the very least, $11 or $12. Litecoin, kind of interesting. It really needs to hold this level. If it falls down, there's not much to catch it, maybe $45. But like, it really, I wonder if Litecoin might start making some moves. Something to watch. I mean, the fees on Bitcoin have gotten pretty pricey, so I don't see Litecoin going much further. And if it does, it could be in trouble. Decentraland, kind of whatever. Bitcoin mining stocks are retracing, but it looks like they're retracing back to their previous line of resistance. Probably getting ready to make another move. That's Mara right there. NASDAQ. Looks like the stock markets are all pulling back to previous. So, Near Protocol may come back down to 280. Looks like it already wicked there, though. Is that today? Man, I would have liked to have caught that. It might not go back down there. And it retraced that perfectly. That would have been the zone I would have been like, hey, look for it at 280. It might not even come down to $1.80 again. So it went to 450. So Ontology, this is the one I was just talking about. Actually, this chart looks a little better. But yeah, it retraced and bounced. It could be a bump and run. So from here, the sky is the limit on some of these things. I wonder if it's going to do better than last cycle. Riot, similar to Mara, just the Bitcoin mining stock. Silver is kind of in a bull market. I think it's going to start moving up, kind of like gold. Synthetics, they're going to start putting synthetic assets on the blockchain. Synthetics may have something to do with that. SNX looks like it's already retraced. So a lot of these kind of looks like they've already kind of made their retracement. So it's making me think. Now Solana has made a huge run. I think it needs to retrace. I think it needs to retrace per yard. So let's check the Fibonacci on this thing. Let's see. So 618. Looking at $50, $60, $60 to $70. I think you should be able to find Solana at, but you're not. You might get it at 40 or 50. Doubt it. That thing's been running it, and a couple of ecosystems I've been looking at is the Cardano ecosystem as well as Solana, and to really kind of tap into those, you really have to use their decentralized apps, their dApps. Like exchanges, like Cardano, you have Sunday Swap and MinSwap. Solana has I was just looking at it actually. One second. Solid Jupiter. They're doing a big airdrop as well. So things we need to look at. Theta looks like it's already retraced most of what's going to happen here. Like its high was $15. We're at $1, 15x to the top. Probably going to go to 20 or 30 or $50. So, I mean, this thing is just starting. A lot of these cryptos are just starting. I mean, a 10x is minimal on a lot of this stuff. Here's the total crypto market cap. Now it could get ugly. We could get a retracement all the way down 1.25 trillion. This is the total excluding Bitcoin. Looks like it's still come down a bit. This is excluding Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah, there could be a little bit more consolidation, but I mean, a lot of this move, I think, a fair amount of this correction has already happened. Let's see, Tron is like a stable coin, just slightly going up. It might pop up again here soon. VeChain might come down a little bit. XLM is basically mimicking XRP. It tends to outperform, so it's sometimes a good idea to have a little bit on that side. And again, thanks again for watching. Please hit subscribe, leave a comment below, smash the likes. I do appreciate it. If I can get 100 subscribers in the next couple months, that'd be pretty sweet. I would like to have ideally like 400 or 500 by the end of the year, but my problem is trying to do this every day on top of my job. But we're going to see what I can do. I post updates, usually shorts or just a typical community message about something I'm looking at or an idea or a trading idea I may have. XTZ. No, this is a stable coin too, pretty much. But yeah, it's already, a lot of these have already retraced. I don't think Zilliqa is going to go down much further. GRT might. Stacks probably will come down a little bit. That's been a big runner. Kava probably done. Injective was probably going to have a pretty crazy correction. I would say at least 15, maybe even to $9 or $10. It needs to come. It needs to chill the hell out. We can take the Fibonacci on this one. We'll say breakout. I'm just going to go from the top of that thing. So yeah, minimally $16. So that's a 50% retracement. It could come all the way down to 10. So, and if you want to raise it, you can go down there. But you're looking at pretty similar levels. H-bar, the last one. This unfortunately doesn't have much price data, but we could come down to 7 cents maybe again, but I wouldn't bank on a whole lot there. This is not a good chart to look at right here. But anyway, yeah, it's like part of the reason really I've been kind of MIA. I've been really researching ecosystems, and let's see, we'll take a look at min swap. This to look at. But yeah, min swap is the Cardano ecosystem. So basically, you make if you're going to use Cardano, you basically would be using Yoroi wallet. I think that's the better one to use. But you download the wallet, and it's like a tab, and then you can use that. You go to the website, and then you can basically trade as a DEX. It's not like Coinbase. It charges you a little bit of Cardano, or if you're going to use MetaMask, they use Ethereum, or if you use Solana, they use Solana. And the fees are less than Ethereum. Ethereum's gotten really expensive, as it always seems to get expensive. So, Sunday Swap is also another one, but that it's more expensive and less options. I think Min Swap might be the better one, but you hold your wallet. You just make the exchange, but it stays in your wallet. It's not on an exchange. So that's the big thing. I think that's going to be a narrative. People aren't going to trust exchanges as much. Coinbase is still going to be a on-ramp, as is Crypto.com, but I think things are going to really be on a path of evolution here. So, but looking at coins like, let's see, so I'll look at. Trying to see. Soulflare is the Solana wallet that I'm kind of looking at. Yoroi. It's top 8 wallets for Solana. I guess the first one was Taurus, but the second one, I believe, Phantom, Soulflare. I kind of like Backpack. I don't know a lot of those, but this is the Jupiter swap, and apparently they're going to be doing some big giveaway. So definitely want to look at Soulflare. Anyways, I'm kind of crashing, but I just wanted to go over a few things there. We'll go into that in more detail another day. But this is a good buying opportunity. I mean, we might see some more blood, like I was saying. It could get real ugly here soon. Or it could be a kind of a temporary thing until we get another push up, and then we get the uglier retracement. But let's see. Don't look at my portfolio. That's only one of them. So it's not everything. But anyways, that's it for me today. We'll check back in tomorrow, and if I see anything crazy going on, I will check back in. Until then, peace out.